What's up? My name is John Bettis. You may not know me, but you will. And I'm going to welcome you guys to the Rich Room. So today we have great people that I love, my friends, coming down to hang out in the Rich Room tonight. And I want you guys to get a lot out of this. I want you guys to understand that, again, this is why we're here. The Rich Room doesn't mean we're rich. It doesn't mean that we think we're better than anybody else. What it does mean is that we want to help through our stories, through our experiences, help you get better, help you achieve your goals. And outside of that, I want to help them. I want them to help me. I'm not where I want to be. So I'm going to start to my right with, listen, this is a superstar, a rock star to me. This is Shayla Hawkins. She's the owner and principal founder and planner of Shayla Hawkins events. What's up, Shayla?
What's up?
Listen, I want to thank you for coming out.
Man, thanks for having me.
I know you have a very busy day, a very busy life, but you chose to come and hang out in the Rich Room.
Yep.
And I appreciate that.
All love, always show up for you.
Good. So I want to know, tell me a little bit about what you do. Tell me about Shayla Hawkins events.
Yeah, Shayla Hawkins events is my brainchild, my baby. We've grown to the premier planner in Pittsburgh. So we do everything from corporate events to weddings to social events. We do about 25 to 40 events a year.
Yeah.
I have a team of 4. Yeah. So we've kind of blossomed. I've been in business 15 years, which aging me.
I think I remember day one.
Absolutely. You do. I started planning some stuff for the Steelers.
Yes, you did,
absolutely. And I kind of was like, wait a minute. I got a little lane here and kind of wanted to explore that. At the time, I was working full time. But I was like, no, I kind of like the entrepreneur side of it. So start kind of building my network, building my relationships, and jumped out there in 2009.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Everybody's watching too.
Yeah.
So now we got to get to my left, my man. So, I mean, when you talk about being in the trenches with people, going through crazy things, going through great things, building like careers, supporting and always being there for somebody. That's this guy. This is K.Chase Patterson. This is my man. I call him the governor, and is not the governor of Pittsburgh. He's the governor of my world. He's the governor. So Chase is also the CEO of Urban Academy. So Chase, man, welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome, man. Welcome. So tell us a little bit about what you do.
I lead a community, man. I got a school of 360 kids, and I serve them and all of their families and 70 staff, and we just get up every day, go to work, try to make the world a better place.
That's big.
But then I party at night.
You party at that? Yes. Yes. I can attest to that.
Yes.
Yes, you do. Rock star. Rock star.
True rock star.
Yes, true rock star.
Right.
But listen, I've known Shayla for over 20 years.
Easy.
We went to the same high school.
Same high school?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
She was a boss then. She's a boss now.
She's still a boss.
Not surprised at all where she's at.
Man. So talking about that, when I think of you two, right? I think of class, right? Class. From the moment I first started, Chase is one of the first guys I started meeting, hanging out here. And we just met by always being at an event.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Who is this cat? Who is this cat? And he's like, who is this cat? Because I had just moved to the city. So when I think about class, how do you guys, what do you guys attribute to who you are right now? Like how did you get here? You know what I mean? So Shayla, how did you get here?
I think it was very early. I mean, when you come from the hood or your environment, you make a decision on which way you want to go, right?
Yeah.
So I got to attribute it to my mom. She kept me straight and narrow. She instilled what it like to be a lady, what it's like to be a leader, what it's like to kind of just separate yourself from the pack very, very early on. So I think, just growing up, and you can take many different roads, especially when you come from the inner city, right? It's your choice. Who you align yourself with, who you network with, who you become friends with. All of that, I think over the years, I kept a very tight circle around me. And I just kind of stayed out the way of all the messiness. So,
and I guess we all have that similar story. Like we all came from what we call the hood, but the inner city. Yeah. And growing up out of that, making the right decisions. Because life is about choices. It's about the choices. So how did you navigate it, man?
Yeah, well, let me clarify for the record, because I don't want anybody out here saying I claimed the hood or anything. I grew up in Beachview, which is...
It's inner city.
It is in the city, but I'm not from home world or the hill. I don't want anybody saying I claimed somebody's set that I didn't claim.
Fair.
So I'm from Beachview, but I would say, what Shayla said is right on, man. I mean, I had two grandfathers. One was a corporate guy. The other was a steel worker. But every Sunday, they both got up and put on a suit and tie and went to church.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like, if you didn't know their job, they were the same cat.
Wow.
And, they came home, ate dinner, got on the grill, did the things that fathers do.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just clear that they took care of their families, that's really what makes a man a man,
Mm-hmm.
or a woman. It's how you love the people around you.
Yeah.
And I think the point that Shayla made about having that tight crew, I've had the same crew for over 20 years.
I think that speaks value. I think that speaks value for a person.
Yeah. It does. It really does. And so for me, I'm from the west side of Detroit, like Wyoming and Plymouth. We claim our neighborhood. We're West Side boys, and we had the same things. But so we got involved, in everything that was going around. We got involved in our environment a little bit too much, and just like had to get pulled out.
Yeah.
But I think that made us who we are. You know what I mean? I tell everybody I'm a product of my failures.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm here because of all the failures that I navigated through to make myself, that's interesting, man.
Yeah.
I really like that because, again, for us, you know what I mean? We just do it. You know what I mean? You just line it up and you go, but everybody's not like that.
No.
Everybody's not like that.
You got to be wired that way.
Yeah, everybody's not like that. And I don't know how to change someone's mindset or help them navigate it through it other than telling them how we did it. And plus some people will discount us because of we are how we look. We look classy. Oh, they didn't go through anything, but we did.
Absolutely.
We went through the same things.
Still going through it.
Still going through it. Still going through it. It is not easy. You know what I mean? And we have children, and all the great things that come with that as well. That's something. And so what I like that, So tell me, since we're talking about how we came up, what type of advice would you give? And what type of advice would you give? And I'll start with you on this one. What type of advice would you give to young educators? Or because when I first met you, you were in politics. Yeah. And I know that's still in the future. So we're going to talk about that as well. But what advice would you give to young educators or anyone looking to go into education? What type of advice would you give them to overcome some obstacles, whether it's education, whether it's pay, environment, what type of kids you deal with?
I would, at the beginning of every year when I talk to my team, I remind them that life is made up of moments, and not any one moment determines what the next moment will be, right? So you can have a really, are we allowed to swear?
Fuck yeah.
Okay, great. You have a really fucked up moment, right? One day could be really fucked up. You could think this is it. I don't want to ever come back. And then the next day, the kid that fucked your day up is giving you a hug.
Wow.
And saying, I'm sorry for what happened yesterday,
Wow.
right? So you got to give yourself enough grace and have enough patience to navigate the moments.
That's not easy.
And it's not easy. It's not easy, man. And teaching is not an easy job. It's not easy at all because when we were coming up, my parents, they didn't come to the school because the school was not, in their mind, I ain't supposed to be at the school.
Right.
You and them teachers are supposed to be at the school.
Right.
And if I got to come to that school, I'm whooping your ass no matter what
It's a problem.
they call it me for. Now, fuck that. I mean, I got parents calling and complaining about everything.
Really?
Everything. My kid said this. When I was coming up, it wasn't my kid. If the teacher told me something, it's the truth.
Right. The teacher
ain't gonna lie on you.
Right.
That's it.
Listen to your teacher.
Yeah, listen to your teacher. You got a job to do. They got a job to do. It's changed. And I understand, the public education system has really created horrors on a lot of families for generations, right? That's a fact. But in my school, you just got to trust that we love your kids the same way we love our kids.
Right.
Absolutely.
Almost 50% of my staff have children that go to our school.
Really?
Yeah. So it's not like I'm running a school
Really?
and sending my son somewhere
Yeah.
else. No.
Correct.
My son goes to my school.
Mm-hmm.
So a minimum you can trust that if I'm gonna do great for him,
Yeah.
the residual impact of that greatness is gonna hit your kids. But it's a tough job, man.
Yeah.
The burnout is real. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I can imagine.
It's real.
I can imagine dealing with the kids every day. I mean,
Every day.
I can.
You can't touch them. You just can't. You just gotta go and lock yourself in a closet when you want to grab something.
Right.
You just gotta run away.
Just run away.
Don't do
Leave.
it.
Run away.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Run away. Don't touch
do
it.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn. So Shayla, so for you,
Yeah.
like what advice, what words would you give to any young entrepreneurs who are looking to go into, whether it's event planning, whether it's anything, marketing, advertising, what would you say?
I think these days, especially I'd say in the last 8 to 10 years, becoming an entrepreneur has been so prevalent, right? Like we came from the school, you get a job, you work your way up, you know what I mean? And now it's
social media is
you can make a page and now you're a business owner, right? Like just like that. So I think I would tell young business owners to do your homework a little bit more, right? Before you just say, oh, I want to compete. I make graphic t-shirts. I want to do your homework. And I think get your business shit together first, like your LLC, your business insurance, how you're going to pay yourself and put back into the business. Like you have to learn that early on or you're not going to make no money, right?
Yeah, you're not.
You're just putting yourself out here to be a boss, but that's not really what it's about.
The boss.
Oh, I hate it. Like
so we're in the boss era.
We're in the boss era, but at the end of the day, it takes a lot to have a vision, make it come to life.
It does.
Make it successful and then keep it successful, right?
Yeah.
So there's so much homework that goes into it. And then when you start generating that money, what are you going to do with it, right? Because now you're working for yourself.
Exactly.
And you need a retirement plan.
Yeah.
So understanding the money part early on is so crucial for young entrepreneurs because I get it. You want to get out here, you want sales, you want services, you want to, push. But all right, when you get them big checks, what you doing with it? What you doing with it?
You got to pay your taxes.
Pay your taxes.
Which, by the way, I'm sorry, RS. It's coming. I'm sorry. It's the only way. Listen, I'm good. I'm good. You know me. I'm good. I just wanted to say that. I just had to throw that out there just in case. We don't want any problems. We don't want any problems.
Understanding that business side is key.
It's key.
It's early on. And if you don't have no one to teach you, how do you know what to do?
Yeah.
It's just a matter, like I said, you can click a button and I started my own page today.
Yeah.
And now I got my own logo off Canva. And now
you're off to the races.
Now I'm off to the races. I mean, it's really that we made it that simple.
Yeah.
Where it was so much more complicated back in the day to just, create something. So do your homework. Do your marketing. Do your market analysis. Do your research. Really understand what you're getting into before you just take that jump.
Yeah. Do you guys mentor people? I'm sure you do.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, when I first started, no one would hire me. I reached out like, hey,
not.
Absolutely not.
Of course not.
Yeah. I've reached out to every planner in the city. Hindsight, they're my direct competition now, which I love that full circle moment. And they're under me.
That's right.
That's it.
That's right.
So when I first started, it was really important for me to take a school of people who wanted to learn a business. And I would do it every year. And two of the girls who mentorship with me and did internships, they're two of my lead planners now.
I love your staff.
I love them.
I know all your people.
I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it without them. So so it's very important for me. I'm not a gatekeeper of information. I've never been. I'll give you the whole recipe because guess what? Your sauce is going to taste different than my sauce.
Right, that's right.
So I'm not a gatekeeper of information. So I definitely believe in giving back, even if it's not related to women in event industry. I'm always open to talk to women in business or other entrepreneurs. I sit down. And again, I've seen so many people blossom from those conversations of just, where do I start? How do I start? What did you do? And I just had a conversation with a good friend of mine who we had this conversation 3 years ago about her interior design business. And now she's off to the races doing big commercial projects. So always open to one-on-one and empowering women. And you don't really see that stuff, right? You don't see it, but it happens and it's authentic. And those are the relationships you build. And that's really what's the most rewarding part of all of this.
A part of it is we don't really work with each other that much. We do in small pockets like we do, but collectively, the collaboration
isolated
is not good.
Yeah, you feel isolated.
And by the way, shameless plug, My youngest daughter
Yes.
is an interior design graduate from Drexel.
I heard that.
I'm trying to get her a job. Let's get her ass a job.
Let's get her a job. All right, I got you.
I
know a couple good.
She's probably watching. And she's probably mad. I'm not even gonna look right now. She's mad.
Hey, that's what you're supposed to do. Get her out your pockets and get her some flow. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. And we got a lot of people, and that's what we have to use. We got to start using our network.
You have to use our network.
You have to use your network.
You know what? That's a great message in itself. You know, using your network, building it, using it.
There's something we know somebody doing every single thing we need, honestly, in our community. We just have to come together and make other people aware of it.
That's something. Just like a sidebar, it's going to be real random, but I don't know. I'm a big Sexy Red fan, right? Okay. I'm a huge Sexy Red fan. Hey, Red, listen, I need you on here. We're going to keep it sexy. I need you on here. All right, we back. So, okay. So what's like your most memorable event? You know, like the one that, not your best, not your worst, like, or it could be your worst, the most memorable, like, that was great, or like, damn, what the hell happened?
My most memorable event was buying out Kennywood for Wiz Khalifa. Let me tell you something.
That's big.
Yeah.
That's really
Peachy, Wiz Khalifa, you got to be ready to go. They'll call you in 6 days before they need something, which I love about them. But I did his mom Peachy's birthday party probably the year before, and we built a relationship. Mm-hmm. Now she's one of my closest friends, my OG, I call her. So you got to be ready to go. They call like 7 days, like, yeah, so we want to have 150 people. You're like, wait, what?
Right.
So,
in 7 days.
In 7 days.
They don't even have a venue.
They don't even have a venue. So yeah, he took over Kennywood. We brought in Molly's trolleys, pedal bikes, and it was just that's when I was like, oh, like this is really, really happening, right? Like these are full circle moments. Yeah. And then that's also when I realized I got to tighten up my ship, because at that time I had a lot of interns working for me, and they're over there starstruck, right? And being not appropriate. And I'm like, oh, I can't have this because now I see I'm dealing with a bigger level of people. I got to train and I got to foster a team. And they don't know more about free help anymore, or just, helping to mentor. I had to like establish a strong team to be able to navigate these elevated events. So it was kind of a learning curve, but it was like fun as hell. We had a ball. We were there all night. And just imagine taking over nostalgic Kennywood, our classic park. Yeah. He come in with his closest family and friends, and you just running through the rides and doing whatever you want to do. Dope. It was super special for me. Yeah.
That's dope. And Kennywood is an amusement park in the middle of the city of Pittsburgh.
But we've all gone there.
Exactly. Dope.
Dozens of times.
That is strong.
It was strong.
That's strong. Yeah. So Chase, with like, outside of Urban Academy, like some of your most memorable moments, just, it could be there or not, like, professionally.
Oh my goodness. I have so many for which you are directly connected to the overwhelming majority of them.
Of course.
I would have to say that my most memorable experience was in Denver.
I remember Denver.
At the NMSD. No, wrong. I'm lying. It was the Beyonce concert.
It was the Beyonce
in Washington, D.C.
Oh,
remember that?
Oh,
one day I get a call. Hey, we're going to D.C.
and we're driving.
For the Beyonce concert. And I get down to Savoy. There's a fleet of Suburbans. And he said, you don't need to pack a bag. We're in and out, but everybody's got a room. We partied that night.
Man.
That was my most memorable
That's
experience.
when Jay-Z and Beyonce was in the party up top. What was it? Was it Love? It was somewhere like that.
I don't remember. What I remember the most is that in order for me to make sure I didn't miss the caravan home, I laid a towel in the base of the shower, and that's where I went to sleep.
You slept in the shower?
With the water running.
Man, that's nuts, man.
Holy Chase.
Man.
Yeah, that was a great trip. I can't talk much more about any of the other details.
Not at all. That's not for him.
Like Shayla can talk about her details. I can't
dig into the details.
I did have some interns too.
Man, that's strong.
And they were inappropriate.
Right. That's crazy.
I'm not that cool. I didn't get invited.
Cool.
I didn't get invited.
So Shayla, one thing, I'm mad at you.
Here we go.
You know what I mean? Because I'm partly mad.
Okay.
You came out for me today. Thank you very much.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Your story is one that I love to hear. I think everybody loves to hear.
Yeah.
But one thing, you have not partied in the Rich Room, because this is a real thing. Yeah, we're talking right now, but this was born out of these conversations with us drinking, smoking, and cussing.
I gotta get invited. I want to pull up in the fleet.
Yeah, you want to pull up in the fleet.
Quite an experience.
That's good. That's good. So guys, I know you got a big day. You got a big day. So tell us about today. Tell us about what we're doing for Robbie.
Absolutely. I lost my brother 2 years ago in a tragic motorcycle accident. So I've been thinking long and hard about how to honor him because he has such a big personality. I mean, the best time. Anybody who knows him loves him. One of my favorite things since his death is people coming up to me sharing stories. And I'm like, when did this boy have his time? When did this boy have you? But the impact that he's made, it means so much when people come up like, I knew your brother, and they share something that he did or said with them. I'm like, when? He was young, but he made so much impact. And so I've been thinking long and hard about how to honor him. And we are having a spades tournament because that was some of our favorite family time. Yeah. It's a rite of passage in our family, in the Black community. So if you don't play spades, shame on you.
They play.
Oh, okay, great. Absolutely. So we are having a spades tournament, and we established a scholarship with the Best of the Batch Foundation in his honor. So the Robert T. Akers III Scholarship, which we will use that to bless other student athletes. Absolutely. So who play basketball. So our first event.
Yes.
We sold out all of our teams.
It's tonight.
It's tonight. So
damn, it's right now.
I'm super excited about it. And the support's been great. So it's something that kind of turns our pain into some purpose here and keeps his name alive.
Yeah, that's good. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
And we, of course, we're there. We already bought tickets.
I'm excited
we're
to
supporting.
Have everyone. Absolutely.
Yes. I may not be the best player. I may not be the best.
It doesn't matter.
You have the rules in writing.
The rules are.
You got to have the rules.
I got people complaining about the rules, and I ain't going to say no names.
We'll call him out.
I got people fighting.
Mr. Match, we'll call him out.
I got people on my text like, nah, that's not how this goes. So we all play different.
That's what
but it's just house rules. When you come to my house,
is there alcohol going to be there?
Alcohol involved.
Oh, shit.
I got the sticks. Rocky Patel. We need more, man. We smoking LB1s.
John, what is this?
This is a great friend. This is a company, 2C Premium Coffee. Yeah. And we want to spotlight them, man. They reached out to us. We talked with them. This is what we're drinking. So guys, 2C Premium, reach out. It's online. This is the blue. No, the Bali Blue.
I thought it was weed.
Yeah.
It's not. No, that's not weed. The weed's in the back.
Okay.
We're gonna once the camera stops. That's when we'll get to the weed.
Good.
We'll get to the pre-roll.
Great packaging.
Right out of Detroit.
It is, and their product's really good. They market at the black market every year, so
that's dope.
Really good vendor.
Dope.
Really good local vendor.
So guys, listen, I've taken up enough of your time, and thank you very much. No, but every time, man, I got to do something. I got to officially. And sometimes I say it 5, 6, 7 times, but I want to officially welcome you. I want to officially welcome you to the Rich Room, guys.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you, John. Shayla,
thank you very much.
Congratulations.
Cheers. So you guys heard it. Shayla, Chase, great friends, entrepreneurs. I would hate to say boss because we're in the boss era, but bosses. But these stories and these messages that we're trying to give you is just the support, man. A part of it is me wanting to hear me. So I like that. I like that.
Honest.
I definitely like that. But in addition to that is support. So check us out. We'll be back. The cigar got me, but thank you guys. We'll see you next time.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers.